today. We will move to House Bill 484. This is Delegate Bandari. General provisions, commemorative days, Dashain Day, Delegate Bandari.
Thank you, Madam Chair and member of the Health and Government Operations Committee. For the record, this is Delegate Hari Bandari here with House Bill 484. Dasai is a celebration of good triumphing over evil, which originated in Nepal and is part of many national cultural identities of all Americans who trace their root to Asia. While the festivities usually last for up to 2 weeks, House Bill 484 seeks to identify just one day, October 5, as the Say Day in the state of Maryland. This will acknowledge and legitimize an important cultural practice of our South Asian communities and Asian community, helping them feel at home in our state. In recent years, the Nepali diaspora in the United States has grown, and Maryland is one of the main settling points for families immigrating from Nepal and nearby countries. According to the most recent American Community Survey, the Asian population of Maryland surpasses over 375,000, with South Asian representing the largest proportion. These communities are growing, and the immigration from South Asian countries will continue to rise in the coming years, and they're contributing our state almost in every walk of life. I'm grateful to the state for welcoming these communities. Uprooting one's culture and making a home in a new country is not easy. There are many things we can do to bolster our social support for vulnerable people and communities, which would help make it easier for them to get settled and integrate into American life. Recognizing Dashain Day would not solve these bigger problems, but it would send a clear message of welcome, support, and solidarity. While living as a minority in the United States has always had its challenges, a 150% increase in anti-Asian hate crimes and vitriol during the pandemic has forced this community to grapple with anxiety and fear. Both President Biden and Governor Hogan have condemned hate crimes against Asian Americans, but we can go further. We can make a point to be proud of the beauty of our cultural blend. We can help good triumph over evil. It does not cost anything for the state. Recently, I was honored to earn a PhD from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, studying the political and linguistic integration of these vulnerable communities. Part of my research included a nationwide survey of these communities, and a clear majority of respondents indicated that they do not feel recognized or that they have a voice in political and cultural discourse in this country. This reinforces a sense of separation and creates a loop that prevents these folks from integrating into American society. But they are paying attention. They will receive a clear message from the passage of this bill. They will see the Dashain recognized by government agencies, businesses, schools, and other organizations, and they will understand that the state of Maryland has taken a stand to say that the Dashain matters and this community matters in the light that diversity is our strength. My office has forwarded the letter of support from Asian American Pacific Islander Caucus, and many nonprofit organizations are in support. Some of them are testifying here. In light of this, I respectfully request a favorable report. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Um, Delegate, is there a particular panelist you'd like to cede the rest of your time to?
Yeah, I would love to go next, Deepa Gurung.
Deepa Gurung,
Yes.
you have the delegate's remaining time and your own 2 minutes. Deepa,
Good to hear her.
uh, your Ms. Goen, your volume is extremely low. Okay, this would be those technical difficulties we referred to in the beginning of the meeting. Perhaps we can come back to you and see if we can't get your sound adjusted.
Delegate Cullis, sometimes if a person turns up the volume on their own computer, it records or it accepts the microphone better.
Madam Chair, how about we go to Supriya and we can come back to her as she's adjusting her mic.
Yes, we can do that. Supriya Gimire,
yes, thank you.
All
right, great.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, members of the Health and Government Operations Committee. My name is Supriya Gimire. I'm a 17-year-old college freshman currently attending Mount St. Mary's University. I'll be speaking on behalf of the Non-Resident Nepali Association, and I'm here today to present my testimony regarding House Bill 484, with the agenda to promote South Asian culture and officially declare October 5th as Dashain Day. Dashain is a holiday commonly celebrated among the Nepali community. The main idea of Dashain is to celebrate the victory of good over evil. Being the first state to acknowledge Dashain would be a huge leap towards equality. Not only would this be a learning and teaching experience, this would also allow Maryland to be seen as a state who cares about the voice of their minority groups. In a way, you could say that Dashain is the most important holiday in Nepal. To begin, it's the longest holiday, and Nepali people from all around the world tend to go back to Nepal during this time in order to celebrate this holiday. This lasts about 15 days, and this isn't always the case for everyone, as money and legal issues could play a role. Voting in favor of this bill would give recognition to the Nepali community, allowing them to feel welcome and included. This would also be an opportunity to teach the rest of the country that we represent appreciation for people all around the world. It baffles me to see the lack of knowledge our society possesses about my country. The diversity in Maryland is truly astonishing, seeing the beauty of every culture come together in order to create a community. We as America need to strive to be a country that respects all holidays and accepts the importance of cultures everywhere. We might differ in color, we might differ in race, we might even differ in culture, but with love and acceptance, may we all be united. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your testimony. Deepa, can we try again? And with you turning up the volume on your computer. Deepa Guru?
Madam Chair, we can go to the next witness.
Okay, let's go to Arya Acharya.
Hello. Okay. I get to begin?
Yes, go ahead.
Members of the Health and Government Operations Committee. I'm writing as a student from Baltimore County in favor of House Bill 484. My name is Arya Acharya, and I'm representing the Baltimore Association of Nepalese in America. I'm a 10th grader who, as a Nepali American, celebrates the holiday Dashain around the clock. Dashain is a holiday that many Nepali Americans in my community celebrate, but we are often faced with challenges every year while trying to. Dashain is a very special holiday for me and many other students who live in Maryland. We often meet with many different people throughout the day and have specific activities to do. With all the fun that comes with Dashain, school has been scheduled for 8 of the 9 years that I celebrated during the school year. While doing the important activities on Dashain, I often feel a burden thinking about all of the work that I am missing. The burden becomes much more prominent as you start to get older and reach higher grade levels, which is what I've noticed. Seeing the school systems not recognize my community and the holidays I celebrate make me feel like my community is neglected, and not respecting our traditions has not only affected Dashain, but it's also leaving a negative precedent. It shows a poor reflection on our county and our school system's ability to reach our needs, which I believe is not true, and we can do better than this. If this bill is passed, students will not have school on Dashain, and not only would this remove that burden, it would also show my community that our school systems actually care. I see many other groups get proper representation, but Nepali residents still don't, even though our community is rapidly growing. Maryland has the 5th biggest Nepali population in the US, and Baltimore especially has a growing number of Nepali Americans, which is still growing. If we continue to ignore the Nepali population and our needs, young children who celebrate Dashain will never see their culture as something that is recognized. Recognizing this holiday would be the first step and would help students enjoy Dashain the way it was originally intended to be celebrated. For these reasons, I strongly urge you to support House Bill 484. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that great testimony. Let's try Deepa Guru.
Hey, Delegate, can you hear me well now?
Yes.
Now we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, my apologies for all the technical difficulties. Again, thank you. Good afternoon, Madam President, Madam Vice President, and honorable members of the committee. Thank you for this opportunity to let me testify on House Bill 484. My name is Deepa Gurung, and I work for Baltimore County Circuit Court as a judiciary assignment clerk. I am so honored and delighted to convey the significant value Dashain holds in Nepali American citizen like me. Growing up in two different nations, I was often conflicted with the culture both nations hold in such high regard. But I always recognized Dashain was the time when we get to celebrate righteousness over evil. Every year, Dashain falls on different date, but having a significant date to recognize the celebration will mean more than anything to all the 200,000 Nepalese who live across the United States. Dashain, known as Vijayadashami, literally means goddess Durga's victory over evil. Now think about how many holidays we have where a female goddess is celebrated. Today, I would like to point out a different point of view for Dashain. Dashain marks a symbol of feminism in my life. Goddess Durga is an epitome of prosperity, strength, motherhood, and protection of the universe. And Goddess Durga is the embodiment that protects mankind from evil, misery, destroying evil forces like arrogance, jealousy, prejudice, anger, and selfishness. We need this now more than ever. Victory over evil. In the end, I would like to thank you, Delegate Bhandari, for sponsoring this culturally significant bill, and I appreciate everyone for listening. I urge everyone to have a favorable report on this bill. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your testimony. There are no other panelists. I will now turn it over for questions from the committee. Questions from the committee. Okay, not seeing any questions.
Madam Chair. Yeah,
no.
yeah, I would like to correct the record of one of the areas. This bill does not mandate the holiday. This is just the proclamation. Okay, just wanted to clarify this. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that, Delegate. Okay, seeing no questions from the committee, then that concludes the hearing on House Bill 484. I thank the panelists for coming to testify today and Delegate Bhandari for the bill. We